Everybody, welcome back to the Turtle Beach MLG PAX Prime Invitational. Coming up next on the main stage, you guys voted for it, so you got it. We got Team Kaliber going up against Impact. You're going to have Revan and Benson on the mic.
What a fantastic game this is going to be to close out day number 1 here at PAX. We've seen some fantastic games today. Few upsets, I think it's fair to say. You know, a few people losing some maps that we didn't really expect them to drop. And now it's all come down to this final game, Impact versus TK here on day number 1.
Benson, did you just catch that hard point between Envy and FaZe
I did.
on Raid? It was 1 second differential.
Just 1 second.
Absolutely insane. If you missed it,
Crazy.
Go back on the highlights, check it out on the Twitch channel. But, you know, let's talk a bit about both these teams. Now, Impact, they did lose a map to Bad History, which not many people really expected. So, something about Impact, they are playing with Blindfire, who is their fill-in fourth for the event. They're currently looking for one. And, you know, Blindfire, he fits that role perfectly. However, he's currently on Curtis Gaming, and I don't think he has any plans on leaving.
Well, we'll have a look at that team on your screen right there. You've got Killer, BL John, and Miracles.
Don't you love how Killer, like, puts his head up so you can't see that he's
real. Nah, that's not about that. That's just professional. He's got good posture. That's what that is. But, you know, after that first game, Miracles and John that I saw, wow. Those two just went on a slaying rampage. I was so impressed with what I saw from them. But, you know, they had a little bit of a struggle, I'll be honest, against Bad History. It wasn't a convincing victory, but they still, you know, they managed to get, I think it was 2 maps that they took from that series, and now they're going up against TK. Now, TK, I believe they lost their first game 3-0.
To Unite, 3-0,
yeah. 3-0. Unite looks so dominant, though. And this is what I'm talking about. We've got all these new teams that have really come out here, and some big surprise results in my eyes. It's
I
crazy.
think coming into this event, nobody expected Kaliber to drop any search and destroy games. That was definitely looking like their best game type last time we saw them at a tournament. But, you know, losing 3 games to Unite, that's unexpected to say the least.
Yeah.
I definitely had Team Kaliber in my top 3 for this event, but they're going to have to try to take some maps off of Impact, which they had no problem with. They took out Impact, who's formerly known as Epsilon at UMG Atlanta, twice in a row. So they're going to be able to do it again, I think.
Well, right now you can see the Team Kaliber roster on your screens. Obviously, Theory, Neslo, Sharp, and Gunjar. And you know quite a bit about Neslo. Obviously, you used to actually team with Neslo, so you know pretty much his strats and the way that he likes to move around on all the game types and all the maps. But for me, always watch out for Gunjar. I love watching Gunjar play.
You mean Goon Warrior?
Pingjar, also known as Pingjar, yeah.
But now he's Landry. He's proven himself multiple times on land. He's definitely one of the top anchors in the game. But talking a bit more about Neslo, great in-game leader for Team Kaliber. And, you know, when they made the move from BBB to TK, and then they got rid of Realize, Neslo filled that role perfectly. He's exactly what they needed, and they've had some strong results so far.
They really have. I was speaking to Gunjar actually earlier on, just before this game, and he was saying how he feels really confident. And I was like, really? Even though you lost that first series, like that? I feel good. I feel good. We're gonna take this against Impact. I was like, all right. Well, I was really impressed with Impact. I mean, I said watch out for Killer and Search and Destroy. He's still got that Search and Destroy dominance. And to me, every time you watch him play Search, he just leads from the front. He really does. He's just got such an intelligent brain when it comes to Search and Destroy. The way he moves around the map, the plays that he calls, absolutely everything. Just a fantastic Search and Destroy player. But, you know, going over to Hardpoint, between these two teams, Revan, who would you say is going to be the most dominant?
It's tough to say. I think the matchup I'm seeing, where I'm thinking about in my head, is you got Neslo versus Killa, you got Theory versus Miracles, you got John versus Sharp, and Blindfire versus Gunjar, which I think those are some pretty good matchups.
That's a very good one-on-one matchup.
In the end, I think Impact might match up a bit stronger in Hardpoint.
Do you reckon? What makes you think that?
I think that they're able to do a bit more slaying with their submachine guns, which is going to work out great for them inside the hardpoint. I mean, I've said it since the beginning of the game. I still think that Kill is the best hardpoint player in the game. He's just so aggressive and effective with his submachine gun. He's always leading the team into the hardpoint, and when he gets those initial kills, it just allows his teammates who are running right behind him to clean up house after he gets taken out.
Yeah, I agree with you there from everything we've seen so far today. And then you can see Killer, the man and the legend on your screen right now, getting himself pumped up.
You want to play a game? Guess what song Killer is listening to?
Oh, God. I wouldn't even know where to start with. Well, you probably know. You're looking at me as if you know, and I should know this.
I have an idea.
What's he listening to?
I'm thinking some Madonna right now. I mean, he's getting pumped right now. But
he's getting pumped on Madonna right now, apparently, according to you. Well,
am I the only one that does that? I guess so.
Yeah, I think so. But Killer just going to try and get his headset on and ready. Players joining the lobby as well. Predictions, Revan? Who would you go with?
I think it's going to go 2-1 in favor of Team Kaliber. I think Impact, they're going to take the hard point, but I think Capture Flag and Search and Destroy, that's going to be Team Kaliber's game types to take against them.
Wow. See, I don't know why. I have a feeling it's going to be 3-0 Impact.
3-0?
Yep.
I love how you say nil instead of 0, but
Hey,
I mean,
why do you have to always bring? Why do you always bring nation into
if we
this?
go
Why
back
can you not
to
just be
Atlanta,
happy?
though,
I just want to say nil. Why?
I just want to make fun of you because you're British and you have red hair. But if we go back to Atlanta, Team Kaliber, they were able to take out Impact twice. They took them out in the winner's bracket, took them out in the loser's bracket, and eliminated them from the tournament. But you think Impact, they're going to come back here and beat them 3-0?
Yep.
All right. What do you think the score of the hard point's going to be?
250 to 190.
Ooh, okay.
I just have this feeling. I don't know. After watching Miracles and John with that brilliant teamwork earlier on, I just think this is going to be their time. And you look over at TK, they had a disappointing first game. I know Gunjar's feeling confident, but Gunjar was saying how he was playing really, really well. His teammates, not so good, but they obviously can bounce back. But I just have this feeling that Impact are going to click. And I think this is going to be the game where they really do click. Because, I mean, BL fight, just a pickup, like you said.
Yeah. The one weakness Impact has is if you get them to argue, which is not that hard, then you're going to be able to, take advantage of that and stomp on that, man. We saw that against Bad History. They started arguing during the capture of the flag. They lost that pretty convincingly, and they were continuing arguing in the first stage of the Search and Destroy, but thanks to some clutch plays from Blindfire, they were able to take that map. And Blindfire, I found this guy in, Black Ops 1.
Yep.
I was like, you know what? I think this guy has talent. I have a list of some underrated up-and-coming
You have a list?
players. Yeah. In case I ever need to bring one to the big leagues. Yeah.
So in case you ever decide to go to an AM tournament, you can...
Blindfire is one of those players. He's such a talented Slayer, and now he's in the spotlight. People are recognizing his talent, and he's had some great placements with Curse throughout the whole season. Now he gets his chance to shine with Impact.
Well, every single time we see him on Pro Scrims, he seems to perform very well. A lot of people say, oh, it's just online, you have to prove yourself online. And so far, from everything we've seen of him, he really is a very, very dominant player. And, a few rumors on Twitter saying, oh, he might move to Impact. I can't see it happening, personally, from me. Who do you reckon would be a good fit to this Impact lineup?
I mean, you're looking at some of the free agent anchor players out there. There's really not that many. I think the best option for Impact is maybe Killer switches up his role. I mean, you could try to get someone sketched from a team, which I'm never a fan of. But I think if they, switch up their roles a little bit and then try to pick up a free agent submachine gun player, they'll have better luck that way.
Okay, that's interesting. Good point, I guess. Shame, because I actually see BL Fire actually sinking into this team quite well. And especially the hard point. I mean, we saw him go clutch a fair few times when he was just trying to anchor down those spawns. And obviously, he isn't going to stay with Impact. So they would be good, I personally think, for this team if he did.
All right, so it looks like we don't know how to fill more time. So we're going to head to a quick commercial break. When we return, the first map between Team Kaliber and FOD Impact.